I think you're etheric and, you know, your etheric body leaves your corporal body and floats around. You know, it's kind of a pre-party.
A pre-party?
I think
You pre-game before you go on to someplace else.
You go, yeah.
Ascendant masters.
You might become like a pigeon in New York. I don't know.
You must have been pretty bad if you're a pigeon in New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, what just happened? Woody Harrelson didn't just out-weird Stephen Colbert, he spiritually annihilated him, and he did it while wearing the same outfit he wore weeks ago and answering questions with raw cosmic chaos. Welcome back to the only place giving you the realest breakdowns of mainstream madness. If you like watching Hollywood elites get casually vaporized by guys who believe in reincarnated pigeons, hit that subscribe button. Now let's rewind this surreal showdown. It all started like any typical late night segment.
Go back to the Late Show, you know who that is? It's the one.
Stephen Colbert, trying to play it cool, opens with flattery. But from the jump, Woody wasn't having it. When Colbert thanked him for being there, Woody deadpanned.
Woody, thank you so much for being here. It's always nice when you stop by.
It was a gentle jab, but beneath that grin, Harrelson had come to play. Colbert tried setting the tone, but
Ahead of time. You know, there's no pre-interview with you. Like,
what he didn't know was that Woody was about to hijack this interview and turn it into something so unpredictable, so off script, it left Colbert blinking through the chaos. Enter the infamous Colbert questionnaire, a faux deep Q&A meant to descend into the depths of a person's soul. But instead of introspection, Woody delivered cosmic nonsense, sarcastic wisdom, and deadpan comedy that left the host and the audience absolutely stunned. Colbert tried to steer the ship. He introduced the segment with philosophical flair, calling it a
because what do we want to be? What do we most want to be? Not alone, Woody.
But Harrelson wasn't buying the late night mysticism, and the moment Colbert asked,
by the world, and will you take that opportunity, that golden ticket right now?
Woody simply answered,
Brave man.
Yes.
From there, Colbert's questions got weirder, but Harrelson's answers got even weirder. Like when asked what the scariest animal was, Woody didn't blink. You could see Colbert trying to keep things light, but Harrelson's calm intensity, wrapped in jokes, threw the tone off balance. Colbert,
You only get one song to listen to for the rest of your life.
Oh,
Woody, a twist.
I guess it's time I reveal I'm a Swiftie.
Colbert laughed nervously. The audience chuckled, but what came next wasn't Taylor Swift. It was Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. That move alone flipped the script. Suddenly, the whole room was trying to figure out what level Woody was playing on. Was this man just trolling, or was he dragging late night television through a psychedelic soul audit? Let's pause, because in the middle of this goofy Q&A, bananas and peanut butter, nail polish on planes, remembering his own birth, Woody Harrelson dropped the coldest truth bomb of the night.
Oranges?
What do you think happens when we die?
And Woody's response,
I think you're etheric and, you know, your etheric body leaves your corporal body and floats around. You know.
Then he added the killer line.
Seagull.
Yeah.
Ascendant masters.
You might become like a pigeon in New York. I don't know.
You must have been pretty bad if you're a pigeon.
He wasn't joking. He was dead serious, in a surreal kind of way. At that moment, the audience wanted to laugh, but something in Woody's tone shut it down. The honesty was too raw, too strange, too real. This wasn't just comedy. It was cosmic commentary from a man who's clearly spent more time meditating than most of Hollywood combined. And Colbert, he had no follow-up. He just nodded and rolled to the next question like someone who'd lost control of the narrative. The irony? Harrelson exposed the hollowness of these TV moments, not with anger or shouting, but with calm, philosophical absurdity. certainty. One by one, each question turned into a window, not into Woody, but into the weird, empty ritual of celebrity Q&As. And with each answer, he broke it further. Just when you thought Woody Harrelson had played all his cards, he flipped the table. Stephen Colbert asked what Woody's earliest memory was. Simple question, right? But Woody didn't hesitate. The audience laughed, unsure if he was kidding. And
Do you? Are you one of those guys who remembers like the light and all that
Woody, he didn't flinch.
kind of stuff
I remember it was dark.
for a while? And humid.
No, I do. It was dark and humid.
Yeah.
I remember I didn't want to leave.
What? Now Colbert was stunned. This wasn't your average Hollywood guest fumbling through a cute baby story. This was Harrelson remembering the womb on national TV, and then the kicker.
Didn't want to leave. Yeah. Ironically, born 2 months early, but
This wasn't just a soundbite, this was peak Harrelson. A man so in tune with his own psyche, he literally time traveled mid-interview to roast his own premature birth like it was a cosmic punchline. Colbert never recovered. He nervously laughed it off, but the control was gone. Woody had taken the wheel and turned the Colbert questionnaire into a surrealist TED Talk on life, death, and spiritual baggage. Every moment from here on wasn't an interview. It was an unraveling. It all came to a head with one final question.
Woody Harrelson, describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Woody didn't hesitate. He looked right at him and said,
60 more excellent years ahead.
boom. Optimism, certainty, power. Not I hope, not maybe, not we'll see. Just straight up declaration. Compare that to most celebrities who nervously laugh or offer some half-baked joke. But Woody, he dropped the line with the coolness of a monk who's seen behind the curtain. And as the applause swelled and Colbert tried to close out the segment, all he could do was mutter, "You."
Congratulations, Woody. You are known. Woody Harrelson.
You could practically feel the torch being passed. Because the truth is, Woody Harrelson didn't answer the Colbert questionnaire, and in doing so, he reminded everyone watching that wisdom doesn't always come in a suit and tie. It sometimes walks barefoot through New York as a reincarnated pigeon, sipping organic orange juice. So if you liked watching a mainstream show get subtly nuked by a philosophical wild card, hit that subscribe button.